A major thing that always feels difficult to sort out is the time to first byte or the largest contentful paint. You're going to see this issue crop up when you're assessing your website for page speed performance on Page Insights or some other tool. And sometimes the issue can be down to the image you used as a logo, an image in your hero banner. It could even be some of the text you're loading. Maybe it's an image inside of a slider carousel, or maybe a video in your container background. All of these little things that seem to be loading and opening perfectly fine on your desktop and your mobile, there may be a bit of a delay in terms of it being rendered. Now, you might not notice it, but some of these page speed tests are so sensitive. It can knock off 10-15%. Your page speed score isn't the be all and end all, all right? And sure, your website does what it needs to do. But if the score's important to you, then let's get ready for the load primer. The load primer that you can get for free and add into your website is going to make a big difference when you want to preload those images and fonts. By the way, don't forget to sign up for our YouTube channel if you want to get access to exclusive videos and our live chats. To add the load primer to your website, you are going to need a code snippet. The link for this is in the video description. Go and copy and paste it. Make sure you got the code snippets plugin loaded on your WordPress website. Save changes, activate it, and then go to settings in your WordPress admin sidebar and you will find Load Primer. Go and open it. The Load Primer is going to let you preload images, font families, images for your background containers, maybe the first image within your single product template or your single post template, and even your featured image. Because I did release some code previously whereby you could preload images, because they were 99% of the time the cause why you got like a time to first byte or a largest contentful pane issue. But a lot of people rightfully said, what about the background container images? What about the font family? What about a video? So I went and did a heap of work, tested this out to the max. By the way, if you find any issues, please let me know. This is a code snippet, and the code is all open source, created by me and a little bit of AI. But the idea behind it is that you got everything in one place. Now, I have tried to be a little bit secure, because you can set this to preload either for the entire site or for particular pages, or even for your header and footer templates as well. I've tried to ensure that you can't preload more than 4 items per slug or page, and I'll explain that in a moment. You can override that if you want, just go and change the code snippet, that's up to you. But I do want to try and ensure that you don't preload hundreds of things, because there's a big danger if you preload too many assets. Right, so let's just go through here. The first thing you're going to see is a checkbox. Now, if you're using Elementor, Astra, or some other page builder, 99% of the time, they're going to let you custom load a font. So if you're using their process or their plugin or their feature, you can leave this unchecked or unticked. I'm using Elementor, so it's perfectly fine for me to leave this unticked. However, if you've not custom loaded any fonts and you are now going to preload them via this tool, then please ensure that you inject at font face. But you don't need to check it if you're already using or custom loading within your builder or your theme. And I think most of you are going to leave this unticked. The second option is to set your desktop minimum width. So I've said 768, because this tool is going to let you define images for your desktop and your mobile. Why is this important? Because maybe you've set a background image for your desktop, but then you've got a completely different image when you get onto the mobile. So you want to ensure that you preload image A for the desktop and image B for the mobile. This will allow you to do that. And then over here, we have a button for adding in our preload entries, and that's what we're going to do. But first, let me show you a page. This page will have some time to first byte and largest contentful paint issues. I've got an image over here for the logo. I've got an image over here in the hero banner. We've got a background image as well for the container of the hero banner, and I've got some text. Now, when you have an image, usually your images are the ones that are the slowest to render. Usually your text comes pretty quickly. But what if you didn't have an image and you only had text? Well, your text could be the issue as well, and I'm using the Merriweather font family. So let's take into account a lot of things here. Now, I do just want to point out this is a header template. So we have a hero banner built on a page called New Page, and then we have a header template. Let me now show you how you would preload these items. So let's click the button, and we get an option to enter in our slug, whether the device is the desktop or the mobile or all. So you don't have to define desktop and mobile if you just want to preload it regardless of the device. What type of asset do we have? Font, image, video, background, custom, post, or first post thumbnail. These should be self-explanatory, but I do explain them to you at the bottom down here as well. So the ones that you may be a little bit confused over are background and image. If it's just an image, go for image. If it's a background image of a container or a section, then go and use background. If you're using like a slider or a carousel and you've got images inside of there, you would then use the custom option. And all you have to do is preload the very first image that appears. If you've got a carousel with 20 slides, you don't have to do all 20, just do the first one. And what you do is the same as what you would do for the background and the image, and I'm going to show you that in a moment. If you want to pick up the featured image of your single post template or your single product template, then click post thumbnail. It does explain here, preloads the featured image. But if you want to pick up another image, so you might have your featured image, but maybe it's not very big. You've got it, but it's not huge on the screen. And then you've got another image that might come further down. And remember, we're addressing the items above the fold. I should have said that earlier. A lot of items above the fold before you scroll down on the desktop and the mobile are the cause of the TTFB or the LCP issues. So if you've got another image and it's still above the fold and it might be within the content of your post, or another image that's maybe part of your product, usually your featured image should be okay, then go and select the first post thumbnail. But before you start to say, yeah, but what if I've got 1 million posts? Do I now have to stick all of them in? No, this is really intelligent in how it's built. So let's go for the logo in my header. I'm going to leave this blank because it's a global asset in the header and footer, and I want it to preload regardless of what page you're on. The device, I'm going to leave it as all, because it's the same image for the desktop and the mobile. I didn't put in a different sized image for the mobile. The asset type is an image, and then I'm going to click select media, and I'm now going to go and pick my image. So it allows you to select it. You don't have to go, oh, I've got to copy and paste all of my assets and now put them in. No, it does it for you. If you get it wrong, just hit remove. And after you've saved, you can come back into here, and these will all remain in here even after you log out and come back in. And you can remove, modify any of them at any time. I'm going to go in here, add preload again. And you know what? I'm going to address the fact I've got the Merriweather font in my WordPress menu, and I had a button in the top as well. I'll just show you that there. So I'm going to leave the slug blank. I'm going to go for all. I'm going to leave it as font. I'm going to hit select media, and I'm going to find my Merriweather regular because that's the one I used. So that is now preloaded as well. Now I'm already custom loading that font, and I've already got another snippet somewhere else that preloads, but this just really forces it. Now let's address these different images. I've got an image here and I've got a background image. Now that page is not my home page. If it was, I would have gone and just put backslash in and that's it. But this is actually the new page. So let's pop the proper slug in. The first image is the same for the desktop and mobile. So I'm going to leave it as all. I'm going to select image. I'm going to go to select media, and that's now been added. Now I'll do the background container image, add preload, select background, and then I'm going to select my image. Now then, I did have a different sized image on the desktop and the mobile. So I'm going to set this as desktop, and then I'm going to add in another entry. I'm going to change this to be mobile. This will be background, and then I'm going to select the other image I used. So I'm preloading. Now, if you were, and I just want to make a point here, if I was to just go and select another image just for the sake of it, if you add more than 4, and I'm just going to prove this to you, if I go and hit save changes and everything is saved, if I was to go and now say I'm now going to do another one for the new page, like as soon as I pasted, it kind of removed it. And up here, you'll get a warning to say you've already done 4 entries. So if you want to increase this to 5 or 6, you can go into the code snippet, stick it into AI, ChatGPT if you're unsure, and you'll find wherever I've said the limit is 4. You're allowed to have 4 or less up to here. So if you add more than 4 globally, or for the home page, or for a particular page, it will kind of go, are you sure you want to do that? But you can be quite systematic in what you use. I'm just going to remove this entry over here because we're not adding anything in. In fact, just double check, all desktop mobile. Let's get rid of that one as well because that was a fake one. So if you've got, say, 2 or 3 font families, you might just want to stick them in and leave this completely blank. So it preloads it on every single page you've got. But you've got so many options here to help you out. And I've tried to keep this pretty easy for you to use. So if you are, you've got a website with loads of blog posts and you want to ensure that, oh, sorry, again, I should point something out. And this is my fault because sometimes I feel like I miss a step. Let me just show you though, because I do state over here, leave the URL and the ID blank if you are going to use the post or the first post. And this is the same for the product as well. So let's say we're addressing your post, your blog, okay? You're going to leave your slug blank. Your device, well, you're probably going to leave it as all. Now, when you do select post thumbnail, which is your featured image, you leave this blank. It will dynamically change, won't it, for every single post? Same with if you had a product featured image. You just leave it blank and then just hit save changes. Now, if you are preloading a logo and you are going to preload a font and you got more than font families and you're going to do your post and I don't know, you might want to go for first post thumbnail, that limit of 4 is probably not going to be good for you. But like I said, go and modify the code if you want. But for most people, it should be enough. And that, my friends, is the load primer. What do you think? I'd love to know your comments. And if you think this code can be improved any more, please do let me know. And we might do another version 5000 or something. I'm Imran from Web Squadron. Go and check out our channel for courses and guides. And don't forget to sign up for the channel as well. Like, subscribe, share, and follow. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.